Hello everyone, welcome you all. Today I am going to show you how can we handle iframes and frames in web page using a Selenium as part of Selenium beginner tutorials. So let's get started. So in case if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and do watch this entire session so that you will understand the iframe concept and you will easily code on all the iframes which are displaying on the web page. So I will share you some of the useful information in the entire session. So do watch this entire session and let's get started. So what is an iframe in a web page? So generally if we are in any web page, so sometimes we may experience or we might see some iframes in the HTML code. So why this iframes concept is to showcase some additional add-on applications, like one application is displaying the other application content. So in that situation we cannot override directly, right? So I mean that URL is different and this URL is different, so two different URLs. So we wanted to show two different websites in a one particular page. Then we will use the concept of iframe. So in this iframe we can show the complete web page of other application into our web page. And to handle this iframes, so we have some Selenium approaches that I will share you now. The second one is how to identify the iframes in the web page. So I will show you that as well, and how to switch over to the elements in the iframes using an WebDriver command. So this is also an interesting topic. So I will show you one by one. So let's jump into the Chrome browser. So here I am using this W3C schools website. So here you can see the complete web page. So if I click anywhere on this, on right click on this, you will see page source and you will see inspect. Sometimes whenever you click on any iframes on the web page, you will see that the frame source you can also see. But normally if there is any web page that you are trying to see, you will not see that frame concept unless until you right click on any frame, then only you will see the frame. So this is how you identify, I mean on seeing the any web page, that this page contain a frame. So in case if you wanted to do other process, just right click and go to the inspect mode. So once you are in inspect mode, just click on the elements tab and click on here and try to find and double forward slash and type iframe. So by this iframe, if you type the iframe, you will see the frames available in the entire page. So there are 37 frames. There are 37 iframes available on the web page. So this is the one page. This is another. So this is all iframes available in this page. So I wanted to handle a one iframe. So for example, I wanted to switch to this iframe and click on this home icon. So let's see and code for it. So let's jump into the Eclipse, and here I have a Maven project created, and under that source test Java. So I will create one package and a class again. Right click and new, go to classes. Yeah. So I will say this package as iframe demo. iframe demo and iframe1 is my class name, and we need main method as well. So click on this and finish. So I'm using WebDriver API Manager, so I don't need to manage all the system set properties and exe file location. So I will directly call the WebDriver Manager here, WebDriver Manager.chrome.setup. So in case if you are new to this WebDriver API Manager, do watch the session. I will share the link in the description section on how to configure this WebDriver API Manager. And the next driver instance I will create driver WebDriver equal to new Chrome driver. Right, once we create, we need to driver dot manage dot window dot maximize and driver dot get. So I need to get an URL, so my URL will be this URL. So this is a URL that I wanted to switch to this URL. So once I am into this URL, so I wanted to see what all, I mean, how many frames available in this page. So I wanted to see the entire count of this frames. So I will show, I will use an integer. So int count, so count equal to driver dot find elements. So find element by dot, I will use find elements by dot id. It's not id, it's with a tag name. So I wanted to see with the tag name, right? So tag name, so my tag name will be iframe dot size. So this will get my the iframes, entire iframes available in my website, and this will get all the count of the iframes. So let's quickly run this program. So this is the way we need to identify initially if there is any iframes available in the page. So this command will show you the complete iframes on the page. So it has opened a Chrome driver and launching the website. It has successfully launched. So we need to, okay, we need to print that, right? So I forgot to system out dot print. So total frames available in the web page. So I will say count. So quickly save, and let's terminate this automated browser and again quickly run it. This time it should get the count of entire iframes available on my web page. Yeah, let's go to this page. Now you can see there are only 4 available on this web page. So this is how you get the count of the iframes, and we have some approaches that how can you switch to an iframe. So I will show you the concept of switching to the iframe. Switching to the iframes. So one way is name or an ID of an iframe. Another way is providing web element, right? So web element is another concept, and we have indexing. So these are the 3 ways that you can switch to the iframes. So now I will show you the possible ways by using this website. Let's terminate this automated one. So now I wanted to see, these frame number or frame index has any name, ID or a web element that we wanted to see. So I will try to see which web element currently we have on this frame. So let's see. Yeah, this is the frame that is been highlighted. So if you go and expand this iframe, you will see all the details here, and here I have only title and source details. So the best approach here, I can use the indexing approach. So I wanted to use the second index of this web page. I will go back here, and what I will do, I will say driver dot switch to dot frame. Once you click on the frame, you will see the 3 different implementations. One is the index, where you can provide the index, and where you can provide the string name or an ID, and you can provide the web element of the frame. So here there is a possibility of only indexing, so I will use the index here. So our index is at 2, right? So I can use 1 here. So it's the array starts from 0, right? So I need to use a second array, so which is an indexing of 1. So I am into the frame now. So once I am into frame, I wanted to identify, or I wanted to click on this login button, so which has login button. So I wanted to click on that login button. So once I click on this login button, it will drive us to the other page, right? So I wanted to stick in the same page. Let's try to click on this home icon. Yeah, this home icon is displaying on the same page, so let's click on that home page, right? So I wanted to identify this home icon. Yeah, now home icon has a title within home, so which is in the anchor tag. So I will take the reference of anchor tag and I will use the title attribute, title equal to home. Okay, now we have two here, one is in the under iframe, another one is on the main page. So I wanted to switch to the iframe, and after switching to the iframe I wanted to switch, click on the home icon again. So I will copy this XPath from here and go back to my Eclipse, and here I will say driver dot find element. So find element by dot XPath, and I will share this here dot click method. Now what I will do, I will paste entire code in the try catch block to handle some exceptions, right? Try catch, and here I will provide this information, and in the catch block I wanted to do the exception handling here. So I wanted to see the exception. So exception caught, and I wanted to print the exception e dot get message. So this will get my actual exception message, right? And after switching to the iframe, I wanted to wait for a certain time, at least 1 second or 2 seconds. Thread dot sleep. So I will make the thread to sleep for at least 2 seconds. Okay. Now I am switching to the iframe. So after switching to the iframe, I wanted to click on a home icon, then it will perform some action. So after performing that action, I wanted to come back from the iframe. So to come back from iframe, so we have two different methods available. So that is driver dot switch to. From switch to we have if you type a frame, so you can see the parent frame. So you can use the parent frame as well, or you can use driver dot switch to dot default content. So this either of this method, both method will work, and both methods will bring back to you to the actual web page. So you can use any one of them. So you can come back from the frame to the main parent frame. So quickly save, and I wanted to run this again. So once I run, you can see the results now. It has switched. I think it should perform. Yeah, it has performed that home icon click action, and I think it's done. Execution is done. Yeah, it's done now. So after execution, after clicking this iframe, when I come back to my the actual web page, right? So here I wanted to click on this search icon again. So what I will do, I will try to write a condition, add a condition on this search one. So let's click on this search icon. So this search icon is title within search. Okay, so that. So we have search icon. So this is on the main frame. This is not the iframe. So we have two frames here. So I will not do indexing now. Let's see what happens when you use this, the same icon available on the frame, same icon available on the web page. So let's see what we can get by using this command. So driver dot find element by dot xpath. Under xpath I will provide this, and I will say click action. So in the frame I wanted to click on a home icon, in the main page I wanted to click on a search icon, right? So these are, I mean, one is in the iframe, one is in the main page. So let's execute this and see. So it has launched the URL, and in the frame it has performed. Yeah, you can see both actions perform even though we have multiple options. I mean, whenever we identified this the search icon, right, it has showed you two different, right? So we have one of two. So generally if you see one of two, then that time it will throw you an exception, but here it is an iframe concept. So now we have switched the control from iframe to the parent frame so that it has performed the on the main page. And this is how you handle the web pages, I mean web pages with an iframe. And in case if you have nested frames, if you have, I mean, more than one frame, like on a one web page you have one frame, under one frame again you have another frame, then that time you can do follow the same approach, like after switching to the frame from the parent window to the first child frame, and after switching to the first child frame again you can get the count of entire again another child frames under the child frame, so that you will get the count and you can switch again to that. And there is no need to provide this multiple switching to the parent frame, only one time is enough. So if you give the one command, then it will automatically switch you back to the main view, main content or main page. So this is how you handle all the iframes in the web page. I hope this session is useful for you. In case if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and do watch, share and comment. Thanks for watching.